Hello there, lovely ones. It's me, Helen the Great. Now this question can look very intimidating. Why? Because it's got a half over there in the exponent, and it's got a negative half in the exponent over there. The good news is we deal with them in exactly the same way as we would any other exponent. But before we can deal with them, let's write all these other numbers as products of their prime factors. Now 2 is already a product of its prime factors, so we're just going to leave it like that. Then 4 is not. It should be 2 to the power of 2, and we've got x plus 1 on the outside. And then 3 is, so we can leave it like that, 3 to the power of x. Let's put the line in, not a very straight one. Anyway, 6 is actually 2 to times by 3 to the power of x, and then we've got 2 to the power of x minus a half. Okay, let's get rid of those brackets before we do anything else fancy. So we've still got 2 to the power of a half, but now it's 2 to the power of 2x. And remember, lovely one, that you not only multiply it by that, but you also multiply it by the plus 1. So 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 times by 3 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x times by 3 to the power of x times by 2 to the power of x minus 2, minus a half. Now before I combine everything onto one line, I'm going to look at all of my 2's and collect those exponents into the same thing, because that'll just make my life easier. And maths is all about making your life easier. Now because two bases that are exactly the same are multiplied by each other, we add the exponents. So that means we now have 2 to the power of 2x plus 2.5. That's multiplied by 3 to the power of x over 2 to the power of 2x minus a half times by 3 to the power of x. Now there's nothing stopping you from cancelling at this point, but more than likely you're going to start stressing because of that half. So I'm going to recommend that we use that rule, x to the power of m divided by x to the power of n is equals to x to the power of m minus n, as well as x to the power of negative n is equals to 1 over n. So that means these exponents on the bottom are minused from those exponents on the top. So we have 2 to the power of 2x plus 2.5 minus 2x minus a half. And then we've got 3 to the power of x minus x. Okay, let's multiply out the brackets just to make sure that everyone is following. Sometimes it helps to show the basic steps, especially for yourselves, because in a high stress situation you might get basic step wrong. Now x minus x is going to be 3 to the power of 0, so we know that's going to be 1. Let's add up the things over here. So 2x minus 2x gives us nothing. That's great. 2.5 plus a half gives us 3. You see how the halves took care of themselves? Now 3 to the power of 0 is equals to 1. What's 2 to the power of 3? That's going to be 8. It wasn't so bad, was it? Now once again, these types of questions will usually pop up in grade 11. So don't stress about them too much. Much love.